last 2 weeks have been, I think, a great learning experience. I don't think you get a whole lot out of losing, other than knowing you don't want to do it. We're really close. We're closer than people think. It was by far the best defensive performance that we've had. I thought our guys are very proud of our staff, very proud of our players defensively, and how there's a very prolific offense that came in, and how well that we played. We definitely played good enough defensively to win the game. I thought that we did a good job with the field goal kicking. Our punting was still sporadic. Got lucky on a couple of rolls, but did a good job pinning them. One of the things that we tried, I thought we played really good field position in the game, our kickoffs have got to be better. We have to have better hang time on our kickoffs. We're kicking too many line drive there. But for the most part, our kicking game units have been very steady, and it's been unfortunate for 2 weeks. We've probably let 2 games go that we could have won really easily. But we're getting close, and I think we're making progress. I know we've made great progress, I thought, defensively, but we still got a lot of work to do. Offensively, there's too many penalties. Had 4 procedure penalties, had a critical holding penalty, too many misreads, holding the ball. Was after watching the film, just a lot of mental errors, and against a very good defensive football team, and that can't happen. And to hold team to 15 points, you ought to win the game. So moving on to this week, South Florida. We're excited about the opportunity to play a ranked opponent. South Florida's 4-0, a very well coached football team, very athletic, very explosive. Quarterback Daniels is playing his best football, has been putting up 45 points a game. Got great skill people around him, very solid backfield. Running backs are very physical guys that throw some big runs. And then the wide receivers can stretch the field vertically. So they've got a very good attack that's centered around Daniels, and so we got our hands full there. And then defensively, I think they've got this probably the fastest defense that we've played against. But this week's all about, told the kids today, it's a new season. It's a different atmosphere. Practice, we had the very best practice we've had, whatever that means. But I was very, very impressed with how they responded, and we know that it's Big East time, and we basically have 7 games in the Big East, and it starts this Thursday, and we're playing one of the best teams in the league this Thursday, and we got to get ready to play and come out and get those things correct. People ask me, what do we need to do? We need to execute our system, and that's we'll do that and not turn the ball over. We're going to be successful. So we're excited about this week. Our guys are working hard, and I really like our players. I like this team. I like the resolve. We're very, very close. And I told them, you just keep doing things right, and we're going to break through. So, questions?
Things got a lot better on Saturday. But what are you doing in the first quarter right that you're not doing in the fourth quarter defensively?
I thought we played pretty good the whole game defensively. We gave up 1 play, a long touchdown run, but those still count. You don't get to pull those out. Those count. But to give up 2 touchdowns, if you'd told me that going into the game, I would have said that we would have won. So I do think that we've got some great leaders that are developing on that side of the ball. Guys are understanding and starting to execute better, I feel good about it. I think we really got better from a defensive standpoint this last weekend. So, each week, we're going out there this week. We're another prolific offense, and we played a really good offensive football team last week. I mean, we played probably the best receiver in the country, and we had a very definitive plan. And I do think that some of the things that were happening defensively early in the year had a lot more to do with us than maybe it did with our players, and us adapting to them. Like I told you when I came in there, I thought we were maybe doing too much stuff, and we really simplified the plan, and our guys executed the plan flawlessly, other than we had 2 critical errors on 1 play. Our 3 technique went the wrong way, and and our linebacker tried to take a run through, and we missed 2 tackles, and it resulted in 7 points. Other than that, I mean, I thought they earned the other one. I thought they drove the field and they scored. I mean, the other team executed on that one. So, thought it was a pretty good game that our defensive guys played. So, but the deal is just offensive. We just make too many mistakes, and we're just not executing the offense at all. I think probably Notre Dame's defense had something to do with that. We had guys not running the right routes. We had more mental mistakes in this game than we'd had in the games before. And so we've got to eliminate those things and just get better.
Should we expect Trey Anderson on Thursday, Coach?
Do what?
Should we expect to see Trey Anderson on Thursday?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Todd, what has prevented Cam Sadler from having more of an impact in the offense so far?
I don't know. I can't really answer that. I think that Cam's had some good games where he's blocked well and done some good things. We just haven't, executed very well. I think guys that have executed well and played the best at receivers been Shanahan. Streets played well at times and inconsistent sometimes. But we just haven't been able to get the ball out on time and be able to execute very well what we're trying to do. At times we have, but nothing close to what we should be doing. So, I can't really, we haven't been very productive at our 2-man position, and we just got to get better there.
Saturday, you guys had 5 pass deflections. Is that along the lines of the progression, or would you like to start seeing more of those become interceptions?
Well, we had 2 that were dropped. I mean, that we have dropped about 6 interceptions, really 5 in the last 2 games. And we've got to work hard on that. I thought Greg's hit him right in the hands. I mean, he should have caught him. He was in great position. He should have caught it. Had some bad luck on the one with Reed. Actually, Miles hit the quarterback right when he was throwing the ball. If he wouldn't have hit the quarterback, he would have threw it right to us and we'd have intercepted for a touchdown. So, didn't have any luck on that deal. Todd Thomas had one that he's kind of going for the hit instead of going for the ball. We just don't get those opportunities a lot because we had the quarterback confused. We had him confused. We had him off balance, and you got to. If there's the biggest thing that we emphasized defensively was the critical error on the long run, which we had 2 critical errors. Guys absolutely didn't do what they're supposed to do, and then we missed 2 tackles. The other significant thing that we focused on is missed opportunity. And we had two takeaways, but we could have had at least 2 more, and that could have been the difference in the game. So that's something we're really emphasizing.
Is that part of the progression, maybe learning how to make turnovers like that for the guys?
It's fundamentals. It goes back to fundamentals. What happens to you? You're spending all your time on teaching somebody how to line up, teaching what they're supposed to be reading, teaching them what the scheme is, and it's still about blocking, tackling, catching the football. Where your eye progression, your eyes, feet, and hands. That's how you play the game. And it's about getting better fundamentally.
Todd, this week conference play starts. With you guys starting off, does it look any different now than maybe you thought it would? You did a month ago. I mean, in terms, do you think it's maybe more competitive than like Cincinnati's played very well and Rutgers has been okay? I mean, do you think it's more competitive than maybe even you anticipated?
No, I think that it's a dogfight every week, and that's what I expected. I mean, I watched the film for the last 2 years, and that's what it's been. I've had an opportunity to watch Cincinnati on TV. I've watched West Virginia on TV. Watched Syracuse, nationally South Florida a bunch, and every one of them our teams are really good. Rutgers, I watched Rutgers a little bit against North Carolina. I mean, you're going to have to bring it every single week. And the key, and our progression. I mean, if we've got to be disciplined to execute our system. If we'll do that, then we're going to be fine. We just can't come in every week and say, well, we had 13 mental errors. We've got to eliminate. I'm talking about very simple things. Stepping with the wrong foot, things like that. We've just got to, get better. And I think that our guys have. I tell you, we had a great practice today, and that's what it's all about. That's what today, everything was different about everybody today on the practice field because you start basically a new season, and we've learned a lot to this point. I like our players, I like the character of our players. I think we have a whole bunch of